I'm honestly not sure which term works, whether it's hypocrite or hypocrite or double standard. So when I look up the definition of hypocrite, it says a person who indulges in hypocrisy, which doesn't help. A person who puts on a false appearance of virtue or religion, a person who acts in contradiction to his or her stated beliefs or feelings. I'm not sure that's the right definition. Let's look up double standard. Double standard. A rule or principle which is unfairly applied in different ways to different people or groups. I'm not sure that's the right definition either. So let me describe to you, and I'm going to ask your opinion. Which is it? Or is it something completely different? I usually get up in the morning around 4:30, 5 o'clock, and then I laid there, I meditate, I try to focus my attention, because sometimes it doesn't work. I try to focus my attention on productivity, what I'm going to do for the day, calling those things that be not as though they were. I really try to focus my mind. And then I get up and I make coffee, and I usually get into the Word of God. I made the mistake this morning of answering an email and going back and forth with a particular person who for years have been asking me to help with this particular idea, which is a great idea, but it is an idea, it's just all about marketing and buying each other's stuff in the black community. Great idea. Wonderful. Wonderful idea. Except I can't afford to pay, the amount of money that it takes to buy this stuff. And number two is I will be buying stuff outside of what I usually buy. Consumerism. Hey, listen, nothing wrong with consumerism. You have to consume something. I try to consume as little as possible because that is not building wealth. But that's okay because I want to support our community. Consumerism, there needs to be a certain amount of consumerism to support the community. Got it. This is not consumerism. Insurance services. This young lady's been pursuing me for a number of years and has not even bothered to refer a client to me, and then pounds me on referring people to her, which is great, and I do. Multiple times. One person she didn't even bother to follow up with. Then she apologized to me. Don't apologize to me. Is it hypocrisy or a double standard that you want help but don't offer help? I'm a little bit tired of it. This is the reason why people have suggested to me to get out of my community and go into another community, because it has brought poverty, dealing with people who want help but don't feel the need to give it. Who like what you say and like what you offer but don't offer or give anything in return. Hypocrisy or double standard? I know. Get beyond my frustration, and I'm just trying to figure out what the principle is so that I can learn it and help people get over themselves. We follow these kings and queens that tell you you can be a millionaire and you follow them for 5 to 7 years and you're not a millionaire, maybe something's missing. Maybe it's not about being a millionaire. Maybe it's about us coming together as a community and dwelling together, holding each other accountable, being a part of each other's experience. Instead of chasing the money, chase the relationships. I think the thing that frustrates me is this young lady doesn't even see that I've been giving her support. Put her on my website, referred her to people that I know, take every one of her messages and phone calls. Actually, I stopped taking all her calls. Because she wants to talk at length about what she's doing and doesn't give dilly squat about what I'm doing. It's not important. How many people do you treat like that? What you're doing is very important, but you don't have time for what other people are doing. And how many of you people call yourself Christians? Hey, listen, born again, spirit-filled, tongue-talking. Love God. Bible says if you confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that Jesus is Lord, then you shall be saved. I confess with my mouth and I believe in my heart that Jesus is Lord, and I believe that I'm saved. But then there's demonstration, which is called obedience and sacrifice, and going out into all the world, preaching the gospel, the good news. The good news is not, hey, Jesus is Lord. That's part of the message. The good news is in Acts chapter 2, where we all came together. Because there was also another command. How can you say you love him but hate your brother? So there needs to be corresponding action of love and respect for each other. Hypocrite or double standard? I don't know. You figure it out.